right. Oh, that figures.
That's all right.
Tank's getting into his bowl. But welcome back to Blue Collar Homestead. I know it's been a while since we put out a video, but here we are. We are going to have a discussion about our goats. And what are you laughing at?
Tank.
Yeah, Tank's over there eating a bowl of ice. It is kind of warm out. It's about 90 degrees sitting on the deck right now. But unfortunately, I think it's time for our goats to make their departure. For a few different reasons. I think we're going to go in another direction. I think we're going to take a little bit of a break from goats and stuff like that for a little while. We're still going to do our chickens and turkeys and stuff and our meat birds and all that. But the goats, they're fun to have. They are useful. But it's just with stuff that we have going on and, you know, with Trin's back and her shoulder and stuff, milking the goats is starting to become difficult. And we're discovering that, you know, we have all these goats and it's like, you know, yeah, they put out milk, but we don't go through as much milk as they produce, not even close. So,
and it takes a lot to make cheese with that milk.
Yeah, it does. You use what did you use, like a gallon of milk?
It was a half a gallon of milk for, I don't even know, I don't even think it was probably 8 to 10 ounces of cheese.
So you say you made the cheese that was about the size of a baseball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's a half a gallon of milk to make a cheese ball about the size of a baseball. So,
right.
But, you know, between that and, you know, it's been kind of a crazy year for goats this year with us. But, you know, we had the crazy birthing season where we had the one goat that prolapsed, and that ended up being a vet visit. But you know what? She's totally healed up and perfectly fine now. So that had us scared. We thought we were going to lose that one because, I mean, you guys saw in the previous video how that looked, and it looked horrible.
Well,
like,
plus Al, like, he was oxygen deprived for, I think, a little bit, you know, because he was purple when he came out.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that he survived. He's doing great too.
Yeah.
We did decide, we were going to keep him and, you know, keep, you know, the other goats too, but now we're deciding, I think it's time to let everybody go find a new home. So we're going to sell off our entire herd, but we might end up keeping them around until the end of summer, because right now it seems like the market is totally flooded with goats and nobody is buying anything.
Yeah, it's really strange, and we have other friends that are trying to sell chickens and other stuff, and just it doesn't seem like anything is moving these days.
No, nothing's moving. So I mean, you know what, we have enough hay to keep them for the summer, and I think we'll let the market dry up a little bit and then see how it goes, you know. But yeah, I don't think we're going to breed again, and I don't think we're going to hang on to these, but you never know if the market doesn't pick up and still nobody's buying. And I don't know if it's just the way things are right now that people are thinking, you know, it's just another mouse to feed on the homestead that they don't want to deal with. So
yeah, I
think a lot of people are selling off their stuff right now. I mean, everything's up. Feed costs are up. I mean, costs for animals are up. Everything's up. So, oh yeah. We also had, remember we told you, when you saw Al, when Al was born, he was massive. I think that's why we had such a problem. He was getting stuck and whatnot, and it was just a total nightmare. But the other one, we had deliver a set of twins, twin does. That was what, February 20?
She was later in the months.
That was leap year. That was February 29th, right?
Yeah, it was leap year.
A leap year baby.
She did great. Her kidding was perfect.
Yeah, everything about that kidding was perfect. She was a great mom.
Yeah.
Still is.
Mm-hmm.
But we did have a problem a couple of days ago. One of those babies, now they were about 3 months old, started acting really weird, like
isolating itself from the herd.
Yeah, when I'd open the door, the goats usually come running out to come and get, you know, I put a little bit of grain like in a bowl for them. They'd come running out every morning, but her, she'd kind of hang back. A couple minutes later, she'd walk out and then she'd get a drink of water, but she just wasn't acting right. But she was kind of the runt of all the ones we had.
Yeah, she never really grew right.
Yeah, she was really small.
Like, she never, I just feel like she didn't really grow a whole lot, considering her being 3 months. She was really small still. So I think there was some kind of
something going on there.
Something going on, but
anyway, she ended up we ended up throwing her in the car. We were going to bring her to the vet, and we got down the street, and Trent got on the phone and called the vet, and they're like, no, the livestock vet is off on Thursday. So we're like, all right, well, you know, we'll bring her in tomorrow. Well, I kid you not, maybe 4 or 5 hours later, the goat passed away. And
well, yeah, I gave her
an
antibiotic shot. I tried baking soda a couple days before that, No, not the couple days. It was the day before.
Yeah.
I tried everything I could to help her, and
yeah, we were on our way to the vet.
Yeah.
And, you know, it might have been a different outcome, but I don't know. I mean, she only lasted like 3 or 4 hours before, you know, so.
I think she still would have passed.
Even if we went to the vet, I don't know if they would have been able to save her. But, you know, it's one of those deals where it's like, you know, she was up and moving around, but still isolating herself. And
yeah, but no diarrhea.
No.
There was.
Nothing looked out of the norm.
No.
It was just the way she was not running with the herd. She was kind of off on her own. That was the only weird thing, really.
Yeah.
Her belly looked fine. Her eyes looked fine. Everything else looked good.
Yeah.
You know, her going to the bathroom was normal, so it was like there was no telltale signs of what was going on.
I also gave her the vitamin B with thiamine, I think is how you pronounce it, and she never reacted to it. She never bounced back, or it was just really odd. Yeah. You know, so we didn't get her. Yeah. What's that word for it? It's like an autopsy. We didn't do that.
A necropsy? No, necropsy's on birds. I don't know what they call it. I don't know what they call it on a goat, but anyways.
But we didn't get that done. We buried her in the yard, and you know, I feel bad for her mom. Her mom's kind of looking for her.
We buried her next to Porky the pig that we lost. I don't know. It had to be what, 4 years ago? 3, 4 years ago?
Yeah, and it sucks because she was a beautiful goat. But you know, we just really had a really bad year with the goats, and that's not why we're doing what we're doing. We're doing it to you know, I'm having a harder time. You know, I've had back surgery, neck surgery, shoulder surgery, and my body's just not bouncing back from any of those surgeries. So to milk a goat, you know, and using my arm, it's causing more pain. You know, and Tim and Paige can do it, but you know, it's just one added responsibility, one added stress.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go another direction. I think we're gonna let the goats go.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're not using as much milk. Even when you were milking, we're not using as much as they produce. So we were freeze drying some of it and doing other things. But it's one of those deals where it's like, you know what? We've had goats for 5 years, and this is the first goat we've lost. Now, we've had medical issues with them before, and we're usually able to figure them out. Yeah. But the unfortunate truth is, the longer you do this, the more likely something's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. I mean, we've lost chickens. This is the first goat we've lost. We lost our pig. The pig, that was another horrible one. We brought him to the vet, and like, what was it, a day or two later, he died? Yep. So sometimes even the vet, I don't think, can figure it out. They just give it their best guess and, you know, go with it. But I don't know. We might do something else later. We might. We're going to keep our animal pens back there. I think we're still gonna do our chickens. We're still gonna do our meat birds, like I said. We'll still have the occasional turkeys. Right now we got 3 of them. And you never know. We might actually end up, since the pens will be empty, maybe we'll do a feeder pig. You know.
I love turkeys. I love raising turkeys. They're fun.
Yeah. Well, doing poultry is it's actually a lot less maintenance than dealing with goats. Yeah. You know, chickens, you clean out the coop, you collect the eggs, you feed them. That's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to them. Right. I mean, the goats, you got different vaccinations to worry about, hoof trimmings to worry about, go getting trailers full of hay and all that stuff. Well, that's the other thing. Hay prices. Hay prices fluctuate a lot more than like chicken feed prices, you know? Yeah. Chicken feed, it goes up and down a little bit, but hay bales, sometimes, depending on the weather and the price of diesel, they could be 2 or 3 times higher than they were the year before. It's all over the place.
Well, plus also, you know, if we get rid of, you know, when we get rid of the goats, we don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, we have to be home at X time so we can put the goats away. So, you know, and we'd like to go out with friends or whatever, you know. So it's there's a lot of pros and cons for having goats.
Yeah, there is, but like I said, I mean, we've done it for 5 years, and I think it's time to let them go and move on to the next adventure. We're still doing our garden. We still got all of our tomato plants and stuff out there, and pepper plants, and we decided we're going to do our zucchini late in the year and try to do like an September, October harvest. Hopefully after all the squash bugs have exited the season, I guess.
Those are the worst.
And then we're also going to plant, after we pull up our garlic, I think we talked about planting our watermelon and cantaloupe a little late too for a late harvest. Yeah. So we're going to try that.
Yeah, that should be ready in about October, which will be weird having a watermelon in October. Usually you're
but
seeing
you know,
it like crazy in July.
The weather around here in West Tennessee in October, it's sometimes still in the 80s and 90s until like the end of October. So I mean, that'll work out. I mean, we've had it before where we were pulling green beans off in middle of November.
Well, I think that's why the carrots didn't work out, because it was such a warm fall and a warm winter.
Yeah, that could be. That could be. But that's pretty much what's going on the homestead. This is our little update. We haven't, like I said, posted a video in a while. We've been extremely busy with different things. And that's the latest update. So you're probably going to see the goats in a few more videos because, like I said, livestock is not moving right now in this area. Nobody's buying or selling. Well, actually, there's a lot of selling. There's just no buying.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get rid of livestock right now in this area is if you give it away. And I'm not willing to just give them away. No.
Wow.
These are good goats. You know, they're worth something.
Yeah.
So, or you know, if somebody wanted to trade, I'd be open to trades for something else. It doesn't have to be other livestock. It could be a piece of equipment or whatever.
Well, they need to go to a healthy home.
Well, yeah, they got to go to a good home. I don't want them to, you know, go to some place that's not going to take care of them.
Right.
But that is what's going on right now over here at the end of May. It's Memorial Day weekend. Today's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So I think that's going to about wrap up this little video. You got anything else you want to put in there, Trin? Or
No, we should. I think our next video is going to be an update on our garden.
Yeah,
since we planted it, and how well it's growing and what's not growing.
Well, the tomatoes and the peppers are doing great. They always do here.
Yeah.
But there's some stuff in this area that we struggle with to get to grow, like green beans. For some reason, we got to plant them 2 or 3 times before they take off. But when they take off, then all of a sudden it's like you got millions of them.
Yep.
But it's weird. It's like they don't germinate right for some reason.
I don't know why.
I don't know either. It's very strange.
I guarantee, like, this is my second. I already did 2 times planting the green beans, and I know if I have to do it again, then it's going to be like, oh, now I want to work.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very strange, but so I think that about wraps it up. I mean, you've seen the garage build was our last video. On our next video, when we do the garden update, I'll show you the inside of the garage. Everything's in there. Everything's set up. The welders are in place. The compressor's where it needs to be.
Yeah, it looks really
Tool
nice.
boxes are where they got to be. So, yeah, we're getting real good at learning how to shove 10 pounds of stuff in a 2-pound bag. So.
Yep.
But I think that's going to be it. So like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you on the next video.
Bye.